Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Marissa Ray. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. So today we are doing some Fulani twist with some beautiful clip-ins from BetterLength hair. I was sent their 3B 3C kinky curly clip-ins. My natural hair texture is closer to a 3C 4A. However, the way I styled it made these clip-ins blend very seamlessly, and you'll see towards the end. Now I'm starting off with doing these twists in the front just to add a little razzle dazzle to the style. And this is perfect for the girls who cannot braid, okay? I get a lot of comments saying, oh, I wish I could braid so I could do this type of style. But look, you could easily do some twists too. And of course, you can part it and make your design as geometrical as you want. I just simply did them straight to the back. But it just elevates your look a little bit. Perfect for if you like to keep your hair out of your face as well. So I added some shining gem to each part to make it a little bit smoother and neater. And simply did a twist rotation with my fingers through the entire length of the part and secured it with a rubber band. And in case you're wondering, before I style my hair, I always add leave-in conditioner when I'm in the shower, and usually some type of cream or butter. This time around I added some of May's Eden hair butter just to give my hair some extra moisture, especially while it's going to be covered in the back by the clip-ins. And let me just stress the importance of adding some type of gel or jam to your hair when you braid or twist it in the front, especially for myself right now because I did have postpartum hair loss and I'm 8 months postpartum now, but my little edges are so short and tiny, so although they're thick and have grown in, the length of them doesn't allow it to stay fully in my braids or twist in the front. So you'll see towards the end as the days go on, I definitely will be having to do some edge control or something just to keep my edges tamed and in place. In total, I did 12 twists, 6 on each side, and I think that was perfect enough for me. So I'm just going to tie these down with my satin scarf so that they stay in place for the next couple of days because I do still need to wash and condition my clip-ins. So here we are a few days later and I have already braided up my hair in the back. I just did like 4 loose braids and then sewed the braids down very loosely because these clip-ins are going to clip into my hair, so I don't want too much tension on my scalp. I started off with opening up the combs for the first layer and the first piece that I'm going to add. So the first length was about 3 clips wide. I had 3 clips, 4 clips, 5 clips, and then some that were 2 clips. Just with the braid pattern that I did, they were pretty thick and a little chunky, but that's the good thing about curly hair because it's going to hide it very well. So I went in with 2 3-clip clip-ins. Okay, so that was long enough for the back of my neck or the back of my head. I stick each of the combs into my braids and then I just make sure to buckle that clip down and make sure that it's nice and secure so that these are not going to be falling out when I'm styling my hair and while I'm wearing these. The hair is definitely very soft and it's also very easy to work with. I will say that the color of this hair is like a natural blackish brown, and I realized that my hair is actually very much black or like a off dark ashy black kind of, but sometimes it looks shiny. I don't know, but in the end I was still able to make it blend very well, so you'll be able to see soon. After doing those 2 layers of the 3-clip clip-ins, I went to the 4-clip and then I added 2 of the 5 clips, and then at the very top is where I just filled in using the 2-clip clip-ins, which you'll see here in a little bit. I ended up having one of the two clip-ins to spare, so that was cool. I didn't have to use the full pack. Now I can only imagine if I was using this on my entire head, I would probably end up getting a little bit more to make it more full. But now it's time to get these edges together. Okay, I told y'all the postpartum edges, we got to get those together. So it looks a little bit rough, but trust me, I'm just going to go in and kind of define that, make that look a little bit neater by using some Pattern Beauty edge control. And as you saw, the hair that was left out from the twists in the front is the only hair that I'm going to use to kind of blend the clip-ins in to make it look more natural. That worked out in my favor. It was enough. Next time I probably would actually use a little bit less hair or find a way to pin my hair on the side a little bit, because there are some times where you can see this a little bit shorter than the clip-ins. But overall, with the products that I use, it really did make it blend very well. So to top that off, I just set my hair at the top with some Nairobi setting foam, and I'm tying it down with my silk scarf while I get these curls together. Okay, so for my real hair, I'm using kind of something that I would normally do for my wash and go. So I'm just using some of the Doux Mousse foam mousse, which honestly isn't my favorite. I actually prefer the crazy sexy curl one, but I have not been able to find that. Everywhere I get that, sometimes it's like out of stock. So anywho, I also add some of Carol's Daughter's True Stretch Defining Cream, which I absolutely love for my wash and go. So I'm adding the foam only to just give like a water based kind of formula to help the cream glide better on my natural curls. Mind you, I could have just added water, but I was being a little extra. Okay, so that's what I usually do for my own hair, for my natural hair wash and goes. I'm gonna add some of the Mousse Def to the clip-ins as well, but I'm not gonna add the curly cream. I just think it's gonna be a little bit too heavy for the clip-ins. I don't think it would be able to take that much product. So the foam mousse is perfect for the clip-ins. I think it's lightweight and it makes the curls bouncy and makes them look beautiful without using a thick cream. Now to blend my hair better with the clip-ins, I started adding some gel, some Xtreme Gel, which you're going to see here in a little bit. Once I took the scarf off, you can tell it does look a little bit better. So I'm just trying to go in and kind of perfect it, make it blend better, rake it through my fingers together so that the curls kind of form together. And I do really think it made a difference. Again, using this Xtreme Gel I'm about to show you, that is what kind of tied it together at the end. Okay, so now that I'm dressed, I'm about to go in with some of this Xtreme Gel. The hair has dried just a little bit, so I'm just going to rake this through, and boom, look at the difference it made. Now that my hair has dried also with the product, the curls and the color, the texture, everything just blends so nicely. I did add a little bit more foam mousse just at the ends to make them a little bit more defined, but I totally love how this style came out. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and please make sure you check out the description below so you can get all the details you need for this hair, as well as where to catch up with your girl on social media. Everything is linked down below. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.